A highway wanders through the desert. A tumbleweed drifts past a dusty dive bar. A coyote shrieks out to no one in particular. Someone's bleeding out in a bathroom stall. The stars tonight are bright, but not nearly bright enough. This place does not exist, and yet, here you are. Welcome to San Arroyo, Kindred. We here at Dubious Creatures present to you the vampire with no name. Meanwhile, downstairs, Raleigh, you see that familiar pickup truck pull around the corner as the two of you exit out onto the street. Nick's retrieved his satchel and his gun and the coat that goes over both, which looks maybe a little comically bulky, but even in an open carry state, you're not really sure how anyone would explain that.
Yeah, that's extreme.
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw your friend there tanked an AK-47.
Yeah. Oof.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely compensating for something, and the fact is, I'm compensating for the fact that nothing under 45 caliber is gonna make another lick flinch.
Yeah, no, I look at a place where I was probably shot last night, and I poke at it. It's like, yeah, that didn't slow me down all that much.
Yeah. Fuck, kid.
You're telling me.
You could just grab Taylor and go. I mean, nobody would blame you at this point.
I think about it on the daily. I sadly have a strange, fucked up sense of loyalty to all of these people.
Oh, no, don't you dare throw the words I just used back in my face.
I had a good teacher.
Oh, God, now you're gonna make it. You were just talking about death flags. You've been in the business your entire life. You know better.
Yeah, sometimes I have a bad habit of tempting fate.
You gotta stop.
I really do.
Young lady, if you say one more cliche...
I won't. It's gonna be hard, but I won't.
Truck pulls to a stop and you see Frida, this messy-haired, muscular woman who looks like she just stepped out of the back of a barn, glowering at the two of you. Doesn't say a word, just reaches over and opens up the passenger side door.
With a casual little wave.
She doesn't dignify it with a response. Instead, she adjusts a dial on where you can see sitting between the two seats is this big, suitcase radio. Sort of thing that you might see in an old spy movie, except this one's clearly not a prop. Lights blink. Strange, scratchy noises emanate from the speakers. She adjusts another dial on it. Nick gets into the passenger seat, shuts the door, but leaning out to the still open window says, "All right, well, if you'll permit me one more cliche, don't do anything I wouldn't do."
Take care of yourself out there.
Really don't know who has the more precarious fucking task right now.
Yeah, no. One of us does. And I'm not sure which one it is anymore.
Gonna feel real fucking guilty if you die. Know that.
Well, then it's good that I'm not going to die.
Can hold you to that.
You can hold me to that. I'll see you again soon, I guess.
Can we go now? Says Frida. She's already shifting the transmission. You hear the car's engine grumble back to life. Gonna hold you to that, he says, pointing at you, even as the car slowly begins to pick up speed, head down the street.
To placate the love of my life.
I assume you're calling?
Yeah.
He picks up before, like, even the first ring is done.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, good news for once.
Yeah, what's the news?
It's done.
Oh.
It's fucking done. We did it.
Holy shit.
Gaspog Samurai, fucking A.
Amazing.
Yeah, wow. And all it took was several years off our collective lifespan.
Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah, well, so I guess, where do you want me to DoorDash those cheeseburgers to?
Somewhere.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I know it's late. I'm heading back to our hotel room. Looking forward to getting a good night's sleep.
I'll be back at some point tonight.
You got any preference? I mean, like, they have an airport here, but, I don't know if, like, it's really justifies the cost at that point. I just want to get the fuck out of here, Lay. I'm going to be perfectly honest.
I do too.
Okay, we're going to get out of here.
I'm about to ask a real weird thing, but you gotta trust me.
So, you're not pregnant, are you?
No, don't worry about that.
Okay, great, because no offense, I'd be really happy if it was the case, but that's also like the last fucking thing we need right now.
It really is. And I think there's a moment of sadness that crosses over my face, thinking that I will never actually get that chance anymore. Then I shake it off and I say, just need a couple more days. Just a couple more days. I got something I gotta wrap up, and then we'll be gone.
Raleigh,
Yeah.
we've been doing pretty well thus far, avoiding any dice rolls, but I'm afraid we've reached the moment where I'm going to need you to make a charisma or manipulation plus persuasion roll.
Let's do charisma persuasion. It is over a phone call, but do any of my looks merits apply?
I think you know how heavily biased this man is.
I just wanted to verify for our listeners.
For those at home, surprising almost no one, Raleigh Asher happens to have several looks merits. But it will definitely come in handy in this circumstance.
I'm going to spend a willpower. It is 5 successes.
There's a pause. Or eventually you hear,
That's okay. I mean, if you're sure.
I'm sure. And I said, trust me, and I'll explain eventually.
I trust you, Lay. There's just been way too many close calls. I just really don't want to.
he doesn't finish, but
I know. And as I said, a couple of days, I finish up what I need to, and then we're fucking gone. Back to LA.
okay.
Do we come back to the hotel room?
I'll be back tonight.
All right. I might be asleep when you get there, I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay. You've worked hard. I'll at least be there when you wake up. I might be asleep, but I'll at least be there when you wake up.
Yeah, our circadian rhythm's fucked. Fucking night shoots. Get fucking password.
Yeah, and you know what the doctor said. I'm now, unfortunately, rather nocturnal.
Yeah, I mean, roll of a lifetime, right?
Yeah, well, we should take advantage of this. We should see they're not doing any with Underworld, right? We can reboot that.
I mean, who'd say no to Queen Babylon? I still remember that fucking rap party. You remember when we met?
It's really hard to forget.
It was so fucking awkward too, because literally my old man introduced me to you through your old man.
Yeah, and I was playing your dad's ex-wife, which was awkward.
I mean, it was only a voice role, in fairness, but
No, I never actually met him in person until that rap party.
Yeah. Like, you were. I mean, you looked amazing, obviously, but I was just this hairy little theater kid who's just so excited to actually be near, like, the fucking set of Bills above. I might have been fanboying a little bit over Travis Teague, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, look, that man likes to have his ego stroked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
That was, I think, one of the best nights of my life.
I think it was for me too. I don't think we actually slept that night. I think we just talked all night.
Yeah. I want another night like that. I don't think we've had one of those in a while.
When we get back to LA, we can. You, me, I don't know, maybe we throw on old episodes of Bills Above just to reminisce all night.
Oh god, that outfit.
I did actually take the outfit at the end. It didn't stop me.
Oh.
It's somewhere. It's somewhere in my fucking closet.
All the more reason to,
Get back to LA.
Yeah. Yeah, but... Yeah, I'd like that.
Me too.
Okay, I'm gonna pass out now.
Yes, sleep well.
I love you so goddamn much.
I love you too.
And he hangs up.
I'm just gonna spend a minute or two more out here just convincing myself that I'm doing this all for the right reasons, that I shouldn't just take him up on the offer and get the fucking first flight out of San Arroyo back to LA. It's getting harder and harder to convince myself that I'm doing the right thing by staying.
Surely that isn't a single tear tracing its way down your cheek. That sort of thing only happens in the movies.
Only in the movies.
Unless there's anything else.
Well, I collect myself and then send a quick text to Aster. The other two have gotten I'm okay texts, but I want my own. Just because I'm like that, and then going up to join everyone else.
So what is the plan to reconvene?
Well, I want to feed first because I cannot do another night writing for hunger. I just can't.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm at 3, and I've got some damage to heal, unfortunately.
Well, then let's resolve this, shall we?
Looks like people are going feeding.
So we haven't talked about the specifics of this yet, but I have 2 dots of hurt.
You do. I'm curious what you think the specifics of that 2 dot that is.
I don't want to think that this is like, in the like couple of weeks that Ash has been dead has found stable partners. I think that this is a couple people that Ash has some leverage on and can sort of manipulate into a situation. I was thinking a cop.
Of course you were. Well, your old man is a very generous contributor to the policeman's retirement fund. And there are a lot of cops out on the street tonight for, well, I can't imagine what reasons. Of course, you are at Hunger 4, so there is one roll you need to make. You need at least 3 successes.
7 successes.
So, you're able to take as much as you want. How much are you taking?
I'm not going down to Hunger 0, but I am going down to Hunger 1.
Well, he's not going anywhere in a hurry.
Yeah, I think it is a thing of like doing a little bit of flexing the name, getting this officer into an alley, and
Yeah. The problem is, the reason why you know some of these guys is because you've gotten to know a lot of the people who have responded first to some of Emily's episodes in the past. And you've made yourself very clear that if they in any way mistreat your sister, well, that just doesn't bear thinking about.
I think that when I am done, I'm gonna cloud memory on this guy.
Maybe for the best. Which brings us to Raleigh. So Raleigh, unfortunately, you do not have the herd advantage, so I'm going to need a hunting roll from you.
Yeah, and I'm a siren.
You are. The good news is that the difficulty is lower because you've been given directions to areas where it is easier to hunt. So let's see what happens.
4 successes.
4 successes is sufficient.
Yeah, and I will just be taking 2 little dots worth of blood.
You also managed to get a fleeting melancholy out of this unfortunate so-and-so. Maybe you did head to the Red Roof. It is patronized by individuals who themselves are part of the world's oldest profession. So it's not terribly difficult to find someone who probably won't report where they've been last night to anyone particularly relevant. And clearly, whoever this poor sap is, he's not too happy about the fact that he's at a point in his life where he has to potentially pay for sex. Very somber, very defeated essence. And you don't like the part of you that revels in how good that tastes.
Yeah.
Aster, do you tell Hygeia that your friends are coming to pick you up?
No. Aster probably would have asked to be like dropped off at a much more reasonable place to not give away the meth lab location. Blood lab.
Well, it's about as suspicious either way.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Aster doesn't have a vehicle. I gotta come get her.
Hygeia doesn't either. You both, well, after exiting from the yard at speed out of the maintenance corridor, kind of just ran in a direction, and you were running in the direction that she was running. But as she lowers down the front shutter, the rattle slightly ill-maintained hydraulics. You can see there's this very small, blink and you miss it, little scratched in symbol at the corner of the shutter door as she closes it on the lab and resets the padlock at the base. It looks like a very crude crescent moon.
Aster definitely makes a note of that.
Yeah. Hygeia just walks you down to a bus station nearby.
This is better than nothing, I guess. Figure it
Yeah,
out.
well, you know, it's not all impromptu raves and children's play places and shootouts with bikers. Sometimes it's just having enough pocket change for bus fare.
Where did we end up?
The yards in that direction, but the police are probably all over it, so I wouldn't recommend heading that way.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, hey, real quick, can I get your number? I feel like we should definitely keep talking.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have the app Signal and encryption? We used it a lot for coordinating.
I'm not a fucking
Okay.
amateur.
Oh, great. I don't know. Gives her a number.
Yeah. Yeah, Uncle Sam knows about us, by the way.
Fuck my life.
Yeah, so,
I
all
wish
the
you
more...
hadn't said that.
Yeah, well, just one more useful tidbit. Anyway, my ride's here. And indeed, a bus is pulling in to the station.
Waves. See you around.
Don't be a stranger. Or, okay, maybe do be a stranger, but be a stranger in a way that, maybe doesn't result in a massive firefight.
Yep, that's the goal.
That didn't make any sense, did it?
But it did. It really did.
Cool. You can see Hygeia may have overindulged a little too much on whatever was in that vape. So she's definitely feeling perhaps a tad more relaxed than she reasonably should be in the situation. Yeah, you wait at the bus station till eventually the rest of your coterie pulls up.
Happily jump in the car. Hey, friends. How you doing?
Glad you're all right.
Everyone's looking very chipper suddenly.
I'm popped up on funny stuff, but, story for another day. What's the plan?
We have an address. We're gonna go talk to some vampires about finding some information about more Masav junk.
Awesome.
Yep, same thing we do every night, Pinky.
I wish we were taking over the world.
Same, honestly.
I really wish we were taking over the fucking world. Be better. Be easier.
I've already tried to get into politics once. I don't want to try doing it again.
Ash, no offense. I don't want to see you in politics. That's terrifying.
I know. I was too powerful for Sacramento, and that's why they killed me.
What is your death story?
Don't worry about it.
They threw them off a building.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Lovely.
So, the address that Nick provided you with, well, it's directions to a truck stop. One of those large, part diner, part convenience store, part way station type truck stops. The kind that at any point in time might have several big rigs lined up like massive building blocks in the oversized parking area. San Arroyo, for better or worse, does see a lot of freight travel through, if for no other reason than because it sits on a major nexus on the way to everywhere else in California that isn't towards Mexico. Pulling in, these places, well, they're expectantly busy even at night. Lots of people heading in, heading out, taking advantage of the showers before heading back on the road, or taking advantage of the other amenities. As you can see, some women kind of off to one side near one of the parked rigs that seem to be in a rather animated conversation with a guy who's leaning out the window of his own cab. You have an address. No idea what to look for, though.
Tired of this vague shit.
Well,
You and me both.
I vote we go in, order some coffee, sit around, and let bad stuff happen to us.
So our usual plan.
Yeah. It's worked pretty well so far.
Has it, though? Has it?
How many
still
people
here.
have you guys? How many people have you two killed in the last 4 days?
One.
Oh,
I
I'm
plead the
glad you
fifth.
prefaced it in 4 days.
Anyways, let's go inside. Let's try to figure out where we can go find some old junk that belongs to...
Mhm. We're going in somewhere public. I would grab, I don't know, a pair of sunglasses or something and a baseball cap. Try and be low key.
Want to put any particular elbow grease into creating an impromptu disguise, or are you going to trust in your ability to avoid eye contact?
Hide the red hair, and it'll do a lot of it.
I'm wearing a hoodie, so, tie the hair back, pull up the hood, pair of sunglasses if I absolutely need anything else, classic baseball cap. But I think I'll probably just stick with tying the hair back, putting up the hood, and sunglasses.
Yeah, go ahead and give me just a composure plus subterfuge check.
Ew.
I mean, maybe if they're at it's a big place, so long as they're at like a respectable
I'm not gonna
distance.
Try and take the lead on anything right now.
On that note, Aster will absolutely grab Raleigh and throw up her hood and keep her head to the floor and just be like, "Can you come with me to the bathroom?"
Yeah. We can do that. The others can, I don't know, pretend to drink coffee.
Yeah. The bathrooms are in of themselves they're a whole facility. Again, this is like a full-on trucking station, not just a rest point. For all the needs and amenities of people who spend very, very long hours, mostly on the road, getting things from point A to point B across the United States. Naturally, of course, there is a men's section and a women's section. The people who are here at this time of night are the sort of people who honestly probably see 5 different flavors of suspicious crossing the blacktop, so don't really pay you too much mind.
Once in the bathroom, Aster is going to start waving off the last of the little crusty blood tears. Gives herself a little bird bath. Okay. Be straight with me. What really happened in that? What happened?
What happened and what?
What were you told? Because I'm gonna be so honest, I'm freaking out. I just found out that everyone wants to kill me. They want me dead. Dead.
Okay. I mean, Nick kind of gave us a bit of a rundown on things. That Ansem was lying to us the whole time.
Yeah, I figured that.
And that, had we gone to the court, there wouldn't have been any actual order for us to, hunt down Masav. But now that we've thoroughly stuck our noses into it, it's now bring him in or they're going to pin this whole thing on us. And that Ansem has some sort of fucking grudge against some people in the court and just saw us as a thing to use to, I don't know, possibly steal some sort of, be petty and get revenge or steal power. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Nick didn't say it didn't say anything about you really, other than didn't know anything about you because you weren't reported to the court
of me, of what I vaguely gestures at herself. Just
I mean, he said personally he doesn't care what you are.
So what I'm really hearing is no matter if I help kill,
I think if you help. I think if you help, it will. If we can do this, it will give us power to leverage. Because we shouldn't be able to do this. Think of it like a big game. We're big game hunters, and we can bring back the biggest fucking trophy. It's not the best metaphor, but.
Oh man, ooh. Raleigh doesn't know this, but Aster spent some time in the Bahamas cutting fishing nets for illegal poaching. So she just kind of was big game hunting.
Yeah, but it's the idea is if we do this, we can we can make some demands of them.
Yeah, demands. Okay. Fucking demands.
And they're much less likely to kill us if we don't do this. They will most definitely kill us.
I hate all of this.
Could the two of you give me wits plus awareness, please?
Only 2 on 3 dice. It's pretty good.
2 successes.
Having this conversation like near the lockers, near some of the showers. The showers are a very college dorm affair. There's dividers, there's a level of privacy, but it's basically one step up from a prison shower. Do you hear someone else yell, "That fucking thing"? You hear the stamp of a bare foot against dirty linoleum, and you see scampering away between the two of you is this little gray lizard.
Huh. I mean, lizards are very common to Santa Arroyo, right?
Pretty common to these biome, yeah. I mean, all over Southern California, really. It scampers away underneath one of the lockers before you can get a better look at it, but you see this one woman still clad in a towel, kind of walk out muttering about how damn things coming up through the goddamn plumbing.
Well, that rings no bells for me.
Well, I will kind of tactfully switch the conversation to something that sounds very innocuous and just be like, so, tell me about you and Zach.
I am actually going to meet up with him once he gets back from whatever trip he's doing.
That's exciting.
I texted him the other night, last night. It probably wasn't the best decision, but I also wasn't really thinking in my rational brain.
Look, you know, life is short. You kind of gotta...
Is it though?
You kind of just gotta go for it. Like, you know, if he makes you happy, you gotta go for it. Trust me, as somebody
Yeah, how's your situation?
Taylor and I are good.
Doesn't sound like a person who's confident in their relationship. I should know.
I will be a lot better once we get out of here. Yeah. And I will still have to lie, but I don't know, because I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
I was recently asked what my plan was, and now it's got me thinking what everyone's plan is.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about my plan as well. Is this person still moving around?
She's headed off to retrieve her stuff from one of the lockers. She doesn't seem to be paying attention to either of you in the slightest.
That's good.
Probably join the boys again.
Yeah, give him a minute.
Friends, sorry.
Yeah, Jeremy is getting on my nerves.
How's Jeremy doing? I do worry about him so much.
Got on his high horse. Thinks he's morally superior to the rest of us.
He thinks he's morally superior?
Yeah. Or at least he's acting like he's morally superior. It's like I dealt with enough people like that in LA, and you know what? I kind of tired of it.
You're tired of it, and I really appreciate him.
Yeah, well,
funny how that works.
Yeah, I think it's more of just I worked to protect everyone last night, and it's just, why did you do it? And I'm like, because I didn't want people to get shot.
He did actively text I saw that after the fact, like way after the fact.
Yeah, but
That's why I felt the need to message him and be like, I'm okay. I'm alive.
Yeah, better ways to do it rather than just ditching us. And then being like, why didn't you check your phone? And I'm like, because we were in the middle of a thing and
we were in the middle of doing drugs. We should really not do drugs in situations like that anymore.
Probably not. Yeah.
Do you have to hook up though?
It was really nice. And I said this is somebody who hasn't gotten high for 7 years. I don't know, maybe is there
Safe environment?
A safe environment? There's also just like, do I have to deal with things like dependencies and addictions anymore?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess another thing I need to ask Nick.
I don't think about that. Even when I was alive, I didn't suffer from addiction much.
Yeah, my agents managed to like mostly bury my 6 months in rehab. So a lot of people weren't completely aware of it.
I expect everyone in Hollywood to go to rehab at some point.
Yeah. Well, I had only had a couple of big things under my belt, and luckily it was very voluntary and there were no police involved. So everyone was able to kind of keep it mostly under the radar. He got out later, after I had left rehab, that I'd been in rehab for 6 months. But, it is what it is. And I don't know, this last couple of this week or two since everything, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
You said you woke up in a tub. Yeah. I was attacked in my hotel room by the producer on my last film.
It's awful.
Yeah.
At least I can pseudo trust the people around me. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't do that basic thing.
Yeah. Well, there's a good reason why Henry is not in charge of me, because I almost took that fucker out in my hotel room. Yeah, I don't know. It was. My dad always likes to say I'm incredibly stubborn. And I don't know. I managed to snap myself out of whatever he was doing, and 10 years of fight training came in clutch, and and part of the reason why they're not letting him be my,
fountain, and she finger quotes and does the whole head waggle.
Because if they're worried if they put me in a room with him, it's going to happen again.
I full support that though.
Yeah, well, he
at least
he made me work myself to exhaustion, and then, was preying on me in the hospital.
What the
Yeah. Yeah, if you were paying attention to it, like TMZ, like 2 months ago, about me being hospitalized for heat stroke, and then the fact that I was in the hospital for a month and a half.
Was you acclimating to this?
No, I was being treated as a juice box.
Ew, also, fuck that term. Ugh.
Yeah. I think it's the most applicable term.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for Nick, he would have probably just do the slice across the neck motion. I'd just done that to me in the hospital, and I would have just been another tragic story of, actress who worked herself to death.
Aster pulls up the very poorly written suicide letter that her killers wrote. She's like, this is what was written for me. You can get a chuckle
Jesus
out
Christ.
of it.
Jesus Christ.
It's bad.
God, these people really just need to take fucking lessons in writing.
Right? Oh, it's so grammatically wrong. It makes me angry.
Yeah, no, you said we should get out there. Sorry, I haven't really had someone I can bitch to about this. Can't tell Taylor, and Nick is busy. Nick is honestly.
I had some girl talk today, and I was like, oh gosh, I really need more girl talk in my life.
Yeah, well, I'm around if you ever need more of it.
Absolutely. And then she's like, Aster's gonna link arms with her and be like, all right, we're gonna walk out of here like we're bad bitches.
Yeah, the baddest bitches.
Get a room, you two, says the lady who's still shuffling through a locker.
Why does that keep happening to me?
While all this is going on, Ash, Jeremy, could you also give me a wits plus awareness roll?
Sure. 3 successes.
3 successes.
Well, first of all, the two of you said you were heading towards you were heading in to get a cup of coffee, so I assume you're heading in towards the sort of diner area.
Yep.
And it does feel like a diner. It feels like the sort of place that was built in the 50s, and no additions were needed. It's basically just sat like this for the last 75-ish years or so. And it's really starting to show its age. But none of the patrons seem to be complaining. Not that there are a ton of patrons. Again, most of them appear to be here for the exact reason you are. Cheap caffeine and privacy. And so you're sort of looking around, observing your environs. It's not like there's a wait staff or anything. You have to sort of go up to the very sticky bar area, order your coffee. As you select a relatively unobtrusive booth, Jeremy, you're looking around but you don't see anything out of the ordinary. The music has changed. Sounds almost mischievous. Like the backing track to the Pink Panther, like Inspector Clouseau is about to bumble his way into the diner, presumably to great comedic effect.
Okay, is there a jukebox? Is this like a diner?
Indeed.
Is it like one of the old style ones that takes quarters?
Oh, extremely. You can actually see, like, it has one of those old lever action things that actually shows you how it selects the cassette and then sets it in.
Okay. Jeremy's gonna look at it, tilt his head like he's listening, look around, and then look at Ash and say, I need a couple quarters.
Okay, but no Tom Jones. Ash says as they reach into their wallet and like shake out a couple quarters and hand them over.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the the jukebox. I want to cue up theme music that matches the backing track of my head. So I want to cue up something that sounds like mischievous and just make the best out of the vibe that I could read from the room, and then cue up the next like 4 or 5 songs as that.
Interesting. Go ahead and give me, call it either intelligence or composure plus performance.
3 successes.
Does your cat have a mustache by the format? Oh, that doesn't sound vaguely mischievous. You don't know what does.
Yeah.
You put in the quarters, punch in your selection. Meanwhile, Ash, as you're kind of looking over, Jeremy is at the far corner of the room, kind of absentmindedly glance down, and you see something scamper across the dirty linoleum floor. A little gray lizard. Not something terribly uncommon in San Arroyo, but it stops midway through the floor and it looks at you.
Ash, feeling, I don't know, feel something resembling absolute adoration, and it's like, oh, hey there.
Suddenly, something else fills your vision as you see yourself staring into a large flannel shirt and the abundance of chest hair therein as a hand slams down on the table in front of you. Says, "Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Are you a stud?"
Ash looks up. This is a very complicated question, and I think you need to at least buy me a drink before I answer that.
You look up into this grinning, bearded face, and you see the thing that he slammed down in front of you wasn't just his hand, but rather a flyer. I'm flattered, man, but no, I'm talking about the Southwest Teamsters United Delivery.
Oh.
He slides the flyer to you, and indeed you can see a little poster with a almost like comically over-muscled mascot flexing near the acronym S.T.U.D. Looking to rustle up some supporters trying to keep Endron out of our wallets, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's certainly noble, and frankly, Endron can always stay out of San Arroyo.
My man, so you understand. Yeah, we're looking for donation, support, anything and everything right now. You know, just trying to keep good working men and women of Yorkshire County on the straight and narrow.
Ash smiles and says, well, neither hardworking man or woman, but Ash fishes out some of the bills and says and slides them over because they take great joy in spending Crawford money in any anti-capitalist way possible.
That's much appreciated, man. That's much appreciated. All right. Tell you what, your coffee's on me.
Thank you. Ash flashes a beatific smile.
All right. If you see any other potential studs out there, don't be a stranger now, here.
Of course, keep it in mind. Ash taps their temple.
And he starts to walk off, and you look to where the little lizard was, and it's gone.
Ash pockets the flyer.
As you pick up the flyer, you realize there's something written on the back.
Okay, flip it over, look at it.
Lot number is written on back in pen, along with the words, "Bring your pretty friends."
Well, okay. Ash notes down the number and will wait for everybody to return before sharing this information.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
You don't know how you know this. You just know, almost as if the music makes it all make sense. Somebody's been watching you since the moment you stepped onto the tarmac.
Okay.
And they've just made contact, and you turn around and you see Ash looking at this flyer, or rather what's written on the back.
Huh.
See? We just be here, we be our fantastic selves, good things happen.
Huh. Yeah. Jeremy will walk over, plop down in front of Ash. He actually cracks his neck for a second and closes his eyes, and then when he kind of opens them again, his eyes are bright and flashing, and he's energetic, and he kind of leans in and says, "Yeah, so tonight's gonna be fun."
You're chipper.
Yeah. Get to hear the backing track. I even put it on for you guys, and he kind of points over at the jukebox.
Thinks about it as that's not my usual jam, but okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's mischievous. It's good-natured. He's gonna kind of lean in to Ash's ear, and he's gonna kind of say very, very quietly, "Someone's been watching us since we got here." And then he'll kind of lean back and, "Yeah,
Ash.
it'll be thing."
Ash shrugs a little bit. It's isn't that the whole point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a thing. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't know. Getting a good vibe. And I like a good vibe, and I think this could be fun. It'll be fun. We're gonna have some fun tonight. How does that sound?
I think I like this Jeremy a lot more than the previous nights. So let's keep it rolling.
I see what you did there. Yeah. We'll see how this goes.
So eventually, the four of you reconvene, and with this missive in hand, do you head over in that direction?
Let's.
Well, yeah, we wanted this, so might as well.
Navigating through the essentially parking region, these massive rigs, these massive freights attached to them, this essentially forest of 18-wheelers. Not terribly difficult to navigate, but all the same, at a certain point, it starts to become a little bit of a maze. The only real illumination coming from the large, almost floodlight-like street lamps that illuminate the whole space. You check the scratched missive and check the slightly chipped numbering on the asphalt below you. It's definitely the right place. That's where you hear a voice coming from above you. As you look up and you see, where there was none before, a figure perched almost gargoyle-like on top of one of the 18-wheelers, looking down at the four of you.
Hey, stud, what's up?
My night just got more interesting. What are you doing here, Licks?
Well, we were looking for some information. We got directed here, and a very nice gentleman in the diner directed us over here.
I feel like it's important to ask, are you a stud?
Yeah, you like that tagline? Came up with it myself. He says that he's completely silhouetted from behind, so you're having a difficult time making out any physical features. But as he slips down in front of you, comes into the light, you kind of wish he hadn't. His skin is... It looks like the desert after a drought. It looks scaly and cracked, like the world's worst eczema or some kind of reptilian scaling rolled into one nasty package covering every single inch of exposed, hairless skin. Yeah, no one out here tonight but us studs, that's for sure.
Hey, you're having a good time.
Yeah, we're having a good time. We're all just having a good time, although, don't know you.
Well then.
I mean, I think I might know looks over at Raleigh. Some of you.
I got one of those faces.
It's a pretty nice face.
He's a stud, too.
Yeah, it's won me a couple awards.
Still, though, don't know any of you from Adam, so,
All right, then.
What exactly are you doing here?
Well, then, I suppose we'll be courteous and introduce ourselves. I'm Ash Crawford.
No. Let me guess. Ventru.
Got it in one.
Yeah. Has he got money? He's got money, doesn't he? He looks like he's got money.
Ash, like does like a hand across the throat and shakes their head.
All right, so you're the money. Must make you the charm. Looks at Jeremy.
Do you find me charming, stud?
Call me Toad.
I like your other nickname more.
Yeah, all my friends call me Toad. We're friends now, right? And he holds out one of his wrinkled claws for you to shake.
Jeremy will actually do it without flinching.
Go ahead and give me... Let's call this a composure plus... either performance or persuasion.
5 successes.
You suppress a bit of a flinch as you feel the skin is dry and yet somehow it's slimy at the same time. Like sandpaper that's been soaked, and then left out in the desert sun.
You know, I'm gonna mean this entirely complimentary, Toad. You know, you feel like a cat's kiss.
Wow, okay, my ass must taste of ground beef and rainbows if that's fun to kiss.
Well, it's also a cat's kiss is don't. Nice to meet you, Jeremy.
Raleigh, pleasure to meet you.
Well, I mean, this has been fun. We all got to know each other, palling around and all that, but, and the grin does retract by a couple of molars. Still haven't explained why you're here.
We're looking for information about some old artifacts that belonged to Masav.
And, forgive me for being curious, but what's your interest in the former sheriff?
You went nutso?
We're working with Rafe Patton on some... Ash tries to think of how to say it. Sorcery, and that involves some symbolic ties to items from said Masav's past.
Tremere.
I don't pretend to understand magic.
Nah, it's just makes my skin crawl. You know what I mean? I don't even have that much skin left to crawl. Or maybe I got too much. Well, don't know what it is you think I do here, but, not exactly a pawn shop.
No, but it sounded like that you had information or could, from what it was described, people who might know things.
Yeah, lots of fellow studs out there.
Of course, and one of those people might be Masav's child.
Oh, the fucking Whitebird? Nah, you don't want to fuck around with her.
And why don't we want to fuck around with her? I know she's big shit in the Anarch community, but in light and a lick.
She's, what's the expression?
Bitch.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say the B word in such esteemed company, but yeah, she's a raging bitch. Still butthurt for some glorious revolution that didn't end up happening back in the early 2000s. And now she's decided to make it everybody else's problem. No, you don't want to fuck around with that.
Well,
but if you're in the market for, if you're working for Patton, then you probably got your fair share of creepy crawly bullshit.
Yeah, just about.
Maybe we can help each other out.
Of course, I didn't expect anything to be free here, of course.
Yeah, the only thing free here is the view, I'm afraid.
What a view it is.
I tried moisturizing, but, the new routine, it just didn't take. I think it's the product I'm using.
Well, there's some French stuff you could try.
Ash cracks a smile and says, then how about we discuss some mutual aid?
Mutual, yeah, you're definitely a blue blood. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what mutual aid do you think you can render upon me, kind sir?
Well, we're four not-so-warm bodies. We got plenty. We can do some legwork. We can... I assume that, as I understand it, the coin of the realm is favors. We do something for you, you do something for us.
You catch on. Yeah, and there's definitely a specific favor I've got in mind.
How can we help you have fun? Because it sounds like that's what you have in mind.
Well, fun is fun is fun is fun, but...
Mischief?
Let me put it this way. What exactly do you want from me here?
We sort of kind of need these things in the Sovs, and we kind of are running out of leads of people who, like, he hadn't completely burned the bridges with in San Arroyo.
Well, I sort of kind of know somebody who might be able to get you something that was once near and dear to the former sheriff.
Perfect. We would arranging introduction or getting, anything we can get closer to that.
Oh no, she's she's not gonna talk to you. No. But you have something that she wants.
That being?
Word travels fast. New fish. Stories about some coterie that popped up out of the blue, apparently went toe-to-toe with the old man gangrel himself and lived to tell the tale.
Live to tell the tale, sure.
Yeah. There's a person who is very interested in getting their grubby little claws into what's left of Masav's carcass for spooky bullshit reasons.
Okay.
And I'd be more than happy to arrange an introduction, but I'm gonna need something in return.
And what would that be?
This person that you're going to meet, I needed a robber.
Oh, that's it?
Of what?
She's got this old world jewelry looking thing. It's like a fucked up rosary chain, essentially. Those weirdos at the church gave it to her. Supposed to keep her on the righteous path or whatever. Honestly, I don't care what it is, so long as, if it's what's keeping her from going batshit, then I'd prefer that it get gone.
You want her to go batshit?
Yeah, you'll understand when you meet her.
So we steal this chain from her?
Yeah, essentially.
All right.
So long as you respect the Dark Father and, mind your P's and Q's, you should be able to string her on long enough to get what you need getting, because the church hoards all kinds of weird, eclectic crap.
Now, this might just be context here, but I'm going to assume you're not talking about the Catholic Church.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Oh my god, there's a fucking vampire religion.
I mean, come on, buddy. Don't you know religions thrive in the desert? I mean, there's nothing else to do but contemplate how fucking miserable you are.
Oh, that's true. All right, so we meet this holy lady, string her along, get what we need, and steal her chain.
Yeah, essentially.
All right. Sure, let's do it.
What will happen if we take it?
Oh, she'll be upset, so I recommend not being in the immediate blast radius, unless you don't like your limbs and want them to be rearranged in interesting ways.
So you want her to go crazy? Like, what's the beef?
Let's just say there really should be a mandatory retirement age for some licks.
I feel like compared to introducing us to her, that's like a big ask.
Well, yeah, but so's poking around and whatever this business is. I mean, you got everybody's dander up. Anarchs, Langfords on the warpath. Everybody in the flood tunnels is chittering and chirping away. But, you seem like a bunch of upstanding individuals. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Ash is just going to look back at all three of them and give like a little shrug that says like, well, what choice do we have?
I'm trying to figure out the nice way to phrase this, but okay. Essie, I think I'd like to make an insight roll. This guy definitely.
I was wondering when somebody was going to do that. Yeah, go ahead and give me Wits plus Insight.
4. And I get hungrier.
You've never known the Pink Panther theme to sound vaguely sinister, but that's what's creeping into the periphery. This Toad individual. Granted, it's your first time making shady deals in the darkened expanse of a truck stop. It seems like he's a little too eager, almost, to help you out, despite the fact that you were a group of complete strangers. Add that to the fact that he is very clearly withholding information.
Mm-hmm.
And he has clearly clocked the fact that you don't have all the information, and he clearly is using that to his advantage as well.
Interesting.
You don't know how much of that is you just intuiting it, and how much of that is the music, but at this point, does it really matter?
He actually kind of smiles a moment, and he's like staring at Toad for a sec, and he says, "So, why are you helping us? Then, like, why stick your neck out for us of all people?"
Well, fellow studs in need.
Yeah, except, like, you don't feel like the type of person who's going to stick your neck out for anybody. Especially not us. So, either what you're wanting of us is an absurdly complicated ask that you're just hoping that we're going to say yes to, or there's something else here that you're not telling us. So, like, what's going on here?
Eyes narrow, or maybe just the creases where his eyes are supposed to be bold slightly more. You're not really sure. Okay, maybe not as fresh as I thought.
Pink Panther theme, it gives it away.
The what?
Exactly.
Oh boy, you're... Okay, yep, figured it out.
Huh?
Alright, I may have told a little white one.
Mm-hmm.
She's my sire.
Mm-hmm. There we
Mommy
go.
issues, you know how it is.
Yeah.
And this fucking cult, because it is a fucking cult, believe you me, has gotten up in her head and made people believe that she can actually turn over a new leaf. And I'm telling you, there might be some licks out there that are worthy of a second chance, but she ain't one of them. And I, quite frankly, am tired of all the holier-than-thou bullshit. Because not only does she believe it, but now she's got some friends of mine starting to believe it. And honestly, I'm getting tired of the sermonizing. So I want, in a nutshell, to let everybody get a good long look of what she really is like. And then maybe, just maybe, Langford will get off his crusty ass and do something about it.
Trying to get her killed?
Killed is so final. I'm trying to get her, comeuppance.
So, then I guess to speak for Nash here, you agree that your initial request from us is probably a little heavier than the worthwhile the meaning is, because it's basically we're doing everything that you want us to do, and then we're going to eat the consequences for stealing not just one thing, but multiple things from her.
Well, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I made this rather one-sided.
No, I think that's exactly what you did, Toad. Come on, man.
Sorry, you seemed new. You can't fault a guy for trying.
I think we can.
I mean,
That's fair.
I mean, as long as bygones are bygones, like, what are you actually offering? Like, obviously, that was your first offer. I'm sure you've got a better one. Otherwise, you wouldn't have led with the low ball, right?
Okay, all right. Clearly, you're not as green as I thought. That's my bad. But believe it or not, I was setting you on the right path. I just maybe wasn't giving you all the juicy details. Here's what I do know. I already told you that the church hoards all kinds of weird crap. What you probably don't know is that there's two places in the city that the Camarilla sends its weird crap. One is the Historical Society downtown. Can you guess where the other one is?
This church?
Bingo. Just so happens that it was the duty of the previous sheriff to deliver things that were otherwise so interminably weird that they required a nodist approach, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, point is, Masab's had plenty of dealings with the church before he went off the deep end, so I'm willing to bet that if you were to peer through the storehouses, you'd definitely find something useful. And I happen to know where they keep all the somethings useful.
And presumably how to get in.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but
Go ahead, brag, it's fine.
very simple kleptomaniac tit for tat, wouldn't you say? You steal something from me, I steal something for you.
And how do you know what we need?
I will admit, I was going to just grab the shiniest thing, assuming you did pull it off and just deposit it to you, but you seem like you're not going to fall for that sort of thing, so maybe furnish me with a bit more detail. Like, what exactly are you after here?
It would have to be something that Masav actually cared about and was, like, important to him.
I didn't get drinks with the guy.
Perhaps a tool of his or something he carried around.
He had this big-ass handgun, although I think it was mostly for, like, ceremonial purposes. Beats the hell out of a tin star, I guess, but I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, we're working on that one, but...
on the handgun. I don't know. Like, he's a fucking cowboy. Did he have, like, a lucky coin, like a lucky deck of cards, or, like, a favorite hat? Hat, yes.
I 100% believe that man had a hat. Or a sheriff's badge. But that would be way too tropey.
All right, let me think. He had a notebook.
A notebook would be good. That's also good.
Don't know if it was like one of those detective chicken scratch type things, or I don't know, it could be a fucking pocket Bible for all I know, but yeah, no, definitely remember Last Elysium. Yeah.
He was acting normal. He was acting normal the last time you saw him. When was that?
Normal is relative for a guy that old. This was maybe like a month back.
Okay.
I remember because they brought in these vessels from Vegas, like those showgirl types, basically bleed cocaine instead of blood. That was a fun evening.
Damn.
Anyway, no, like that about narrow it down for you.
Okay, so you want us to take the crucifix from her?
Well, I wouldn't recommend just walking up to her and snatching it off, because, that's a great way to get your face rearranged, but, I'm sure you'll get creative.
I don't have those types of mommy issues.
I know. You can't pick them. But you're stuck with them forever, more or less.
I guess until you're not. Okay.
Well, until some, perhaps generous strangers come around and give this lonesome stud a chance to work out some deep-seated problems with his extended family.
Huh.
Or something to that effect.
Just normal things.
So we get her crucifix from her, and you get us Misav's stuff. Well, that seems actually sort of agreeable to me. Jeremy's gonna look at everybody else.
Seems fine by me.
Works for me.
Call me old-fashioned, but I like to shake on things.
Jeremy will offer him his hand again.
No. I want one of the two in the back to shake my hand.
Well,
Am I not pretty enough for you?
Oh, you're plenty pretty. You're just not my type. Sorry.
Feels like when a cat licks you, by the way.
Good to know. And I'm going to sort of move up a little bit and extend my hand.
Raleigh, I need a composure plus persuasion roll.
And I'm going to spend a willpower for 4 successes.
Well, you are an actress.
Yeah.
Because, this is cold and damp and rough. And the skin on the palm of his hand shifts in a way that skin is not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you a good, hearty handshake. But you manage not to recoil, since y'all been such agreeable studs. I'll even throw in this tidbit for free. End of each week, they have, I guess you'd call their version of Mass, St. Francis Garces. But they don't conduct these sort of things in, the main floor, you understand. I mean, after all, church can only get away with so much on a daily basis, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to look for the guy who is on the night shift maintaining the mission grounds, right? You kind tell him that you're here to be among your fellow brothers and sisters in Cain.
All right.
That should get you past the door. I know for a fact that she's there every week, like clockwork. Trust me, you'll know her when you see her. I mean, if you think I got a butterface, then,
Yeah, well, sounds like we've got a deal and a plan.
Do you want the crucifix, or do you just want us to take it?
You can, I don't know, mount it over your door for good luck for all I care. All I need is a spot to drop off the ill-gotten goods once the deed is done.
Mm-hmm. I don't look at me. I don't actually have a place to stay, so it's gonna be one of them.
I kind of look over at Ash, because they're the ones with a permanent residence.
Ash shrugs like, all right, yeah, okay.
All right.
Since you've been so magnanimous with us, obviously, stay well clear of Mistov. He's gone full cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I believe is the term, and his skin is basically like rock, so you can't even hit him.
I mean, there's a reason why he was in charge of security for so long. That's just because of his sparkling personality.
He's also piling bodies they're
going out of style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a you problem than a me problem, though.
Well, it's just a friendly warning if you see him run.
Oh, I'm not planning on getting at a country mile, that guy, believe you me.
A very good idea.
Yeah, no. I leave all that fisticuff shit to the sheriff and his posse.
Fair. Is sheriff also related to this lady?
Yeah, distantly. She's old enough that almost every sewer rat in the county line is related to her in some way, shape, or form. The cat, well, when you look like this, you really only can bond with other people who are similarly, visually impaired, I guess you could say. So, I'm not saying we all know each other, but we all know of each other, more or less. Langford, though, he doesn't come to family reunions. Ever since he got that fucking promotion, he thinks he's so much better than the rest of us plebeians.
Families like that. Sometimes they just,
Yeah,
can't say
no. There's always that one family member, right? Right? This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Ash makes a long, stares off into the middle distance with just a haunted look on their face.
I mean,
Yeah, see, that's somebody who's got into a fist fight at Thanksgiving, am I right?
feel like kindred spirits.
Yeah, never heard that one before.
We're not always as clever as we think. All right. Well, thanks,
All right.
Toad. It was nice to meet you and expand our horizons, meeting other studs.
Yeah, don't worry about it. In the meantime, though, you're gonna be palling around. All I ask is that, you keep your fangs to yourself.
Of course.
Some hard-working folks out here, and, a lot of them are already running on empty. You know what I mean?
I do.
Right then. Well, remember, first every week, brothers and sisters in Kane.
Thanks.
Yep. We go and pretend to drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, I mean, don't actually drink the flavor aid.
Yeah. I didn't plan on it. I've dealt with enough cults of personality that I'm good.
Oh, trust me, sweetheart. These guys make the Scientologists seem positively conversational by comparison. You'll see when you get there.
Oof.
Lovely.
As he's been slowly backing up this entire time.
Later, Toad.
Get you later, stud. He slowly vanishes out of view around one of these rigs.
He goes.
Wow.
I actually have an idea, by the way. Not sure how relevant it is, but good idea, I think, for this. That hopefully will involve nobody getting hurt or killed or stabbed or violently dismembered. So
let's hope.
Yeah.
And I don't have sticky fingers, so I wouldn't be good to take something from someone.
I'm really good at it.
I just want to talk to her.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me that you're good at that, Aster.
Stolen a few key cards in my life.
All right, well, music's going away, so let's get out of here.
All right.